Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making cassava fufu, or as it is called in Nigeria, Akpu. If you're interested, keep watching. I'm starting up with fresh cassava. I bought this cassava in the shop. Nothing wey no dey London o. Anything where you find, you go see. Look at how they preserve this cassava. It can stay as long as you want. So guys, I'm just going to quickly peel it off and then begin the process. Cassava is one of the most popular plants you will find in African farms. Like, you cannot remove cassava out of African recipe. So guys, once I'm done peeling it off, I'm going to wash it neatly and then soak it with water. So I live in the UK. The weather here is very cold. So I doubt it if this cassava is going to soft within 4 or 7 days, but I'm just going to give it a try. Once I'm done washing it, I'm just going to fill it up with water like we normally do in Africa, and then keep it aside. So the cassava was too much. I had to separate it and then add water on it, cover it, and allow it to sit for 7 days. This is 7 days after I soaked this cassava. When I open it, it was still the same way I left it. Reason because of the weather here in United Kingdom is very, very freezing. And you know cassava can get soft in a hot weather. So where I am, the weather is very cold. So what I did was to chop it into smaller sizes. After chopping it into smaller sizes like this, I wash it again and then blend it this time around. Cassava plant is one of the most important plants we grow in Africa. Like, you cannot remove cassava from African farms. We value it a lot. With this cassava, you can produce a lot of things out of cassava. Like in Nigeria, with cassava, you can make cassava fufu, like the one I'm trying to make now. You can process it and use it for garri. You can do abacha, the one they call African salad. A lot of things you can achieve with cassava. So cassava is very, very important in African family. Like, we cannot do without it. Once I'm done cutting into smaller sizes, I'm just going to transfer it into the blender, add a lot of water because I don't want my blender to get spoiled. Then I'm going to blend it very smoothly. Once I'm done blending it smoothly, I'm going to pour it into a bowl and then cover it very well. And I put it in my oven. I set my oven in a room temperature and then I put it in there, allow it to ferment. So guys, like I said, my oven was in a room temperature. After 4 days, this is how it looks. The cassava has already fermented very well because the oven was a little bit warm. So I'm just going to pour the water out a bit and then begin the process of making the cassava fufu. Next, I'm going to press the water out of it a bit. So guys, I couldn't get the bag we normally use in Africa. I decided to use this headscarf. I bought it. I haven't used the headscarf on my head. It's just for this purpose alone. So as you can see, I'm pouring it into the headscarf, after which I'm going to squeeze the water out of it, just like we used to do in Africa. Next, I will squeeze the water out of it the way I can. Then the leftover one, I will just leave it and allow it to stay for another 24 hours so the water can come out on its own properly. At this point, I got tired, so I decided to just let it sit like that till the next day. So this is the next day. I'm just going to loosen it up and show you guys how it looks. It really came out nice, just like the one we used to do in Africa. So next, I'm just going to begin the process of cooking it. So I'll just transfer it into this bowl and then break it into smaller sizes. There is another method you can use to make this cassava fufu if you don't want to do this one I am doing now. You can stir it in the pot just like we do semo until it becomes hard. That is it. I'm just going to smooth it around like you're seeing now and then put it in the pot, cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes. So guys, before I begin this process, I already have hot water on the fire. I'm just going to dip it inside, cover it and allow it to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. After which, I'm just going to transfer it into my food processor. So if you don't have food processor, you can use your mortar to pound it. That is if you have mortar at home. But I don't have mortar, so I'm going to be making use of the food processor. I'll scoop it and then put it into the food processor and then blend it until it becomes smooth. This processor is a lifesaver. It does a lot of things for me. Even my onions, I no longer chop onions with my hands anymore. So I'm just going to open it and then turn it and mix it up a bit, blend it for the second time again. So the reason why I'm doing it like this is because the fufu is hard. If I don't turn it around, the food processor will not process it the way I want it to be. So I'm just going to blend it again for the second time, and then that is it. See how smooth it is. Next, I'm going to be placing it in a foil and then wrap it around, put it back in the pot, allow it to cook for another 20 minutes. So the reason why I am using foil like this to wrap it instead of me putting it straight to the pot is because I don't want my pot to be dirty. It takes a lot of time to wash such pot. So I just decided to try this method and it really worked for me. So I'll just wrap it like you're seeing now and then I'll put it in a pot. So I'll just put it in a pot and then let it cook for another 20 minutes. So after 20 minutes, I'll just open the pot, bring it out, and then put it back in the food processor and process it again. So while I was using the food processor, it was just shaking because of the hardness of the fufu inside. So I decided to place a towel on it to hold it a bit, but it was still shaking. So I used my hand to hold it very well. So once I'm done, guys, this is how it looks. Oh my god, it really came out nice, as if I use a local mortar to pound it. Look how beautiful it is. That is it, guys. This is how you bake your own cassava fufu at home. I'll just put it in a plastic foil, wrap it around and then store it in the fridge or even in the freezer. Whenever you want it, just bring it out, put it in a microwave. You're good to go. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like this video. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. If you're new to my channel, you love my videos, you want to watch more of my videos, please click that subscribe button Don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't get to miss out each time I bring another amazing video like this your doorstep. Remember guys, I love you all so much. Merry Christmas to you all. See you all on my next video. Bye.